Kendrick Lamar has been announced as the Super Bowl performer for this year. Everyone is in an outrage, including Nicki Minaj, for whatever reason. And what are y'all thoughts on this? Do y'all think Kendrick Lamar should be performing this year?
Absolutely.
Nah, right,
He's
right.
the
What's
most
the problem?
relevant right
What's
now.
the
Like,
problem? What's the problem?
what's the what's your beef, stranger?
how, how did you not see this?
What's your beef?
This,
I don't
this is
get
a
it.
layup, right?
He only has the song of the year.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Everybody mad at
What's
Jay
going
Z.
on? You
Um,
got to remember that the Super Bowl is to also make what? Money.
Yes,
Bro, you
yes,
got to make money. Stay relevant. Keeping up
yes.
with the times. You know what I'm saying? And who's
Hmm.
this? It's not to say that, that Lil Wayne or whoever can't come on. You feel me? Like, they can definitely see him as a guest artist. Like, let them surprise us. Watch him
I'm gonna
out.
let you finish. But I would like to address that.
Watch your mouth is
Go ahead.
Well,
hilarious.
Please
but
go
I'm
ahead.
but
Please
I'm
go ahead. I would like to address that because I
but
thought
that's all
about
I'm
that some more.
saying. Like, literally, man. Like, that could be a potential that you could just have him a guest, whatever. If that's your gripe, that you're gonna be in New Orleans. You should get New Orleans in there, get the Noye in there, get the artists from that city. Yeah. And I get the issue, but none of y'all are relevant right now. Yeah, the music hasn't been hitting from that place like that right now.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? There is some
right,
old hits. You feel me? There's definitely old hits, but what's relevant right now? What's captivating the people right now? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And you want to stay
that's good.
relevant. You want to stay relevant. It's the relevance.
That's good. Go ahead, Sha. I'll respond to what O said, but because I think it's a whole different point. But go ahead.
Okay. Um, to piggyback basically off of what Omari said, I just think we are in a time where music is very I don't even think the word subjective works here. But we're in a state of where are we going with it, right? And the leader right now is Kendrick. He's diverse. He reaches far beyond just one population of people. And what's the Super Bowl? Is that's like the omega of cross. Like, for heaven's sake, like Taylor Swift fans are watching this. Okay, so but some if not all are going to know Kendrick Lamar's song. So it's like one of those things, like Keith said, it's a layup. Like this wasn't hard. Now for the fans that are saying like this, because he kind of put it out there when it was like pitched and told that 2025 Super Bowl was going to be in New Orleans. Like, oh yeah, this is definitely like Wayne's way far before we knew what was going to be. They kind of
So
put it out there. So I feel like
yes,
everybody was in that mindset because of what he had already
yes,
put
is a
out there.
class. Yes, which and no one told you that you were performing. No one told you that. This is a classic case of counting your chickens before they hatch. No one,
Absolutely.
t- no one
Absolutely.
told you that you were performing. You just thought that you were a shoo-in.
You assumed, and we all know the first three letters of that word. That's what you make of yourself. So
Mm.
it's like one of those things, like because and of course, we all can get our hopes up and hype ourselves up to think like, yeah, this is definitely me. Like this is all me. But the problem I have with it, and why I was looking at my girl Nick, because everybody knows I've been rocking with Nicki since '08.
She was going the hardest, Nicki
She was
Minaj.
going way too hard, which I understand because that is the person that took you from Nicki from Queens to Nicki to who you are today. I totally respect like how you coming, but let's be let's be like for real, like to dumb it down. What album does he even have out that we're going to sit here and be like, besides the stuff that he's done in the past? Like, we're not talking about that. Like, we talking about relevancy now. What song, album, what does Lil Wayne have that he's gonna bring to the Super Bowl stage?
We'll
That's
get
just
to
gonna
that.
be
We'll get to
like,
that. We'll get to that. We'll
you know
get
what
to
I
that.
mean?
That's a whole
So
different
she
segment.
was
Yes.
completely out of pocket. And it was like one of those things, like, you're basically vouching for what he's done for you. You want everybody to ride that, just like how everybody was supposed to ride the assumption that he put out there in 2020, early 2024, when it was announced that it was going to be in New Orleans, just because that's where you're from and that's you're well known. Like, continue to do your festival like you do, and you'll get your crowd for those who want to hear those throwbacks. But you're not that across the board for the Super Bowl. This ain't your stage.
Yeah.
Continue to have your festival. Like I said, your fans that enjoy the hits, they're going to show up and show out, and it's going to be a good time because you already got a crowd from the Super Bowl. So it's just going to be probably bigger than normal. So take that and enjoy. And nigga, if you want to give that man his flowers, show up and do your hits to show
You don't have to bash Jay-Z because of that. But that was just her opportunity to get on Jay-Z some more, because she's been having an issue with him anyway because of the whole title thing, which I could have told you from the gate that you wasn't gonna make nothing from title. But anyway, so here's my thing, because you brought this up to me last week in a private conversation. It wasn't like a private conversation, but it was just between you and me.
You just hit me up.
Right. Right. You said this to me in confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, we signed the NDA.
You told me not to tell nobody. You made me sign an NDA.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, but you were saying, you was like, look, because Sharice does this thing, everybody, if y'all don't know, Sharice will podcast off the podcast. And I'm like, bro, we about to have this whole podcast twice. But so she said Kendrick is probably going to invite you out, Lil Wayne. And I said, yeah, he probably is. But then I thought about it. Even if he does, Lil Wayne is not going to perform if Kendrick Lamar is doing the Super Bowl. Now, I know Drake and Lil Wayne are having their issues right now. But he did not perform when Turk didn't sign whatever he needed to sign to do the Hot Boys reunion. And that's just Turk. No disrespect. That's no disrespect.
No, but Turk, he used to shout him out in the song. So yeah.
Okay.
Right.
They, you know what I'm saying? And so like
ace,
I doubt that Lil Wayne, even though with all of their issues, is going to perform with Kendrick Lamar for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously this Kendrick Lamar pick was the obvious pick. It's foreshadowing. It was foreshadowing. It was foretelling, Drake and J. Cole was like, oh, we as big as the Super Bowl and stuff like that. And look who's performing at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, this is just, and I hate to use the word diabolical, because apparently all the Gen Zers are killing right now with the word diabolical. I love that y'all are looking into dictionaries and stuff, but I won't say it. But it's very I know other words. It's very sinister, if you will, to do some of the things and some of the sneak dissing that Kendrick Lamar was doing, even in the promo. You know what I mean? He said no round twos. Like, bro, that's kind of obvious what you're saying right now. But there was a lot of like other hidden messages and stuff like that as well. So it's kind of crazy, all that he's doing. Do we like it? Let me just ask y'all this. Before we get out of here, do we like what Do we like this pick? I know it's the obvious pick, but do we? I want to say this before I go on. This whole Lil Wayne, this whole rhetoric of, oh, I'm from New Orleans, so I should be performing in New Orleans. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like where the hometown person gets to perform at the Super Bowl. Like, cut it out. He did, but this is what Lil Wayne does. He'll speak things into existence. Oh, I'm the greatest rapper alive. I'm the greatest rapper alive. I'm the greatest rapper alive. And then everybody just started believing it because he kept saying it. So if you keep saying I'm performing at the Super Bowl, and he talking about something, I'm hurt, I'm devastated, I'm broken. You broke your own heart. Nobody did that to you. You did that, and your manager, who's also your engineer. Y'all doing some jacked up stuff, Lil Wayne. No one's picking up. Lil Wayne, you can't remember your rhymes. They saying that you don't show up to the practices and stuff. This is a Super Bowl. This needs to go off without a hitch. They cannot trust you to perform at the level that you're supposed to perform. And you haven't shown that you can perform at that level. So for you to be butthurt that you were not chosen to be the performer for the Super Bowl is outrageous. Again, it's not a thing. They were not in Indiana when Michael Jackson performed at the Super Bowl. They were not in Houston, or were they? No, they weren't. Were they in Houston when Beyonce performed? No. Okay. They weren't in Hawaii when Bruno Mars performed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this is, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know why you're heartbroken, bro. This is the
appalling.
Like and it's the what is it? It is the repercussions of your actions, as it were. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even that.
It's what your habits and your repetition of what you continually do.
You are the sum. You are the sum of what you do. Mm-hmm. No, you are not your mistakes. No, but you are what you do repeatedly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a wrong assessment to make. Oh, we can't trust this man to make rehearsals. Oh, we can't trust this man to be sober. Oh, we can't trust this man to remember his lines. Oh, we can't trust this man to have the voice and the voice to perform. Oh, we can't even trust him to be healthy enough to perform. Let's be all the way real. These are all factors.
Mm-hmm. Heavy on the sober, because even in his apology, like when he was talking to the fans, I said, Wayne, are you present? Like, it was one of those things that you were literally watching, like, you see why we didn't pick you? Like, you do see why.
Right.
Like,
very ironic, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just don't look together. And I love Wayne, like how you choose to carry yourself and live the rest of your life because you put in the work to do so is absolutely your prerogative. But brother, do not push that prerogative or motive on others when you're not even active like how you were once upon a time. You know, you would have an argument if you were actually active. And I'm just like, you're doing shows and things off that nature off of who you were. You know, so all respect to Lil Wayne and what he's contributed to the game, but this is not your Super Bowl. That's just like the New Orleans Saints just automatically assuming they should go to the Super Bowl.
That's right. Mm-hmm. We should be playing in the Super Bowl because we from New Orleans.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And they got a long season ahead.
Well, shoot, then who they just beat? Oh, we're not doing sports talk today. We're not doing that. Who they beat? They
2-0, man. They balling right
now. That's why I said it's a long season. It's a long season.
They beat the Cowboys and they beat the Panthers.
Oh, they ain't beat nobody.
No, that was a solid win against the Cowboys. That
They
was a
didn't
Cowboys
beat.
solid
supposed to be
win.
nice.
They beat
Listen.
the Cowboys at the Cowboys. It's like I said, it's a
What are
long
the
season.
Cowboys? The Cowboys are what, 0-2 right now? They're 1-1. I know the Panthers is 0-2. That's what I was saying when they ain't beat nobody. They might be 0-17 this year. But yeah,
Man, they
all
so
right.
disappointing.
Nah, ain't
Y'all ready
nobody
to move?
gonna be moving right along. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What you
absolutely.
mean ain't nobody? They've been 0-17 before,
He-
Sean. What?
No. Moving. I was about to say something else. End it. End it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, it's done. All right, we about to
Okay.
move on. We about to